Probando, 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 probando. Me dan ganas de hacer este episodio en español, pero también estoy como que no. Nah. It will be in English, I guess. The phone is ringing, but I don't have no. I have no idea how to answer those. Espérenme un momento que ya voy. Okay. Son las. It is. sorry. I was like, no. I mean, I will have told on social media that I was going to make it in English. Nah, it won't happen. Okay, I'm just like verifying if the microphone is working something, but it is working. Hopefully, it seems that it is working. It is working. I'm very curious. I want to try something. I'm going to be using 3 microphones today, just because this is the second to last radio station ever. Hello. I'm going crazy now. I'm going to be using the 3 microphones today, so it will be a very weird experience, but I just want to make it like that. Okay, I like it because I don't know how people are going to be listening to this, but I just want to do it like that, having 3 microphones. It's triple power today, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm just want to do it like that. Well, what I like of having 3 microphones is that you will have. Actually, now that I think about it, it will be smart because sometimes I move a little bit from my seat and I lose, control of things. So, okay, well, I'm just rambling. It is still not 3:30, and I'm just checking, and I always arrive here like at 3 p.m. Well, before 3:15, and then, but something weird happened is that I think that DJ who goes before me, before she has been absent in the last weeks, so actually there's nobody doing radio show from 2 p.m. to 3:30, so I should have taken advantage of going here earlier, even though I was doing other stuff. Like, okay, I have to admit that this last hour I was just like procrastinating absolutely. Like, I was also checking a little bit if there was any song missing a little bit, but it was more procrastinating of some video game videos that I was watching, like, oh, I want to have that video game. Oh, I want to try that video game. These previous weekends, I have lost control of myself, and I have been going to some retro video game stores, and I have been buying Xbox 360 games because this summer I'm going back to my home, and there I still have my Xbox 360, which I love very much because I watch movies on that thing. I also play video games on that same thing. So it's like, my number one thing in my bedroom, I guess, Also, well, one of my top things in my bedroom, because I also have my guitars. I also have I have like other like CDs and things that I like. So very much, it sounds weird, but I'm preparing myself for this summer of just taking it easy. Also, one thing that I haven't done is buying vinyls, because I usually buy like 3, 4, or 5 vinyls every semester. And this semester I didn't do it. Instead, I was buying just a lot of DVDs and video games. But I'm like, if I'm not sure if I'm going to buy vinyls. Maybe because there's a vinyl store that I like that is in Westchester. I don't want to give free advertisement, but I guess I'm just going to do it. That vinyl store is I'm trying to remember the name. Oh, Sound Stations. And I like it that it sells DVDs for $1. There's like a big section of used DVDs for $1, and I have bought a lot of DVDs there. I would say at least 10 for $1. I found Napoleon Dynamite for $1, so that was very exciting. I bought it, and I don't remember what else I bought for, because I also bought DVDs but very cheap, for $3, $2, $5 the most. I found John Luc Godard's first movie Breathless for like $10, the Criterion Collection edition in DVD, and I bought it, of course. Sadly, my money. I'm like, at the end of the semester, I'm like, why I'm like almost without any money, and then I check my room of everything I have bought, and I'm like, oh, I didn't control myself of not buying. But yeah, 3:13 p.m. Los Angeles time. For the first time ever, you're listening myself in three different microphones playing at the same time. I feel like I'm in a, how you say, like in a uh, public press interview. Like the soccer players, in Champions League after playing their important match, they're like being interviewed and they're having many microphones in front of them. I really like this sensation. Like maybe that's the way I should have done in all these previous semesters. What I don't know is if people are listening to weird audio today because I'm using three microphones for my voice, and maybe I'll get that complaint. Oh, it sounds weird. So what happened is that I had my alarm that I should start the radio show, or like be at the radio station, at 3:15. That's what I always do. But sometimes I just come here earlier, and but yeah, the like I don't think, because usually there's a group chat for this radio station of, oh, I cannot come at, let's say, an hour, like at 6 p.m. Can somebody take my spot from 6 to 7:30? And then, oh yeah, I will come. And then somebody, like, I would have done it obviously, but she didn't say anything of that she was going to be absent today. But yeah, today I have, like, let me count them. I have 42 songs. Oh, 42 songs, but I have to admit that there's like 5 songs that I don't mind not playing at all. But yeah, I feel like I want to start, like, I'm going to start 10 minutes earlier just because. Also, like, another thing is that I forgot to bring my headphones today, so that is something painful that happened. But what can I do? So it just happened like that. It just happened like that. I forgot to bring my headphones. I don't know why. It was weird because somebody was going to check my room. I'm moving out from my living now, and then she was like, "Oh, can I enter to your?" The landowner was like, "Can I show your room like at 2 p.m.?" And I was like, "Sure, you can do that." And I was planning to leave the place at like at 1 p.m. But it's only like at 12 p.m. Somebody was knocking my door, and I was like, "Who?" It's too early for the visitor or the landowner. And then it was like a person who was going to clean my room, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I don't know what else. I'm just like just very curious of what I'm going to do. I think I'm kind of regretting of doing the three microphones things because it's taking too much space, way too much space. These three microphones. What I'm just thinking. Okay, now I'm going to deactivate the first microphone. Bye bye, microphone number 3, and I'm going to deactivate microphone number 2 in few minutes. Well, I'm not leaving. I'm just still here. I'm just thinking of what to do to keep microphone 2 near. Oh, weird. I just found like a little candy here. Going to move it, but I'm not sure where it should go. I think I'm going to move it right next to this place. Okay. Now I'm using only microphone 1, and but it's very smart that I should be doing that, like having my 2 microphones just in case I forget to, whenever I'm moving a lot, that I'm like, oh, now I'm this right side of the table, I use the other microphone, and then I'm on this left side of the table, I'm using this other microphone. You know, that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm now like mixing up the cable stuff. But here I go. I feel like I'm wasting too much time just doing this. Oh yeah, I think I have said before, but this is the second to last episode ever. Sadly, this is the end. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a second season, like a second year. Because it just depends on how things go for me and for everyone else, and what everyone else, especially the people who are in charge of this radio station. But yeah, let's see what happens. I'm actually curious to see what was the music that this previous DJ was playing, because as I told you, from 2 to 3:30 there was nobody today, sadly, and from 12:30 to 2 p.m. there was this Andrew Schelling. His nickname is Cookie. Okay, I'm curious to see what was he playing. Oh, Vince Guaraldi Trio. He was playing. Oh, Dave Brubeck. Actually, I think maybe I may have time to play one of his songs. Ennio Morricone. He was playing like I'm 83. Okay, 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 okay. Very nice. I really like. But Benatar. Oh, I mean, he played also that very cool 80s song, pop song. Yeah, a very cool soundtrack by DJ Andrew Schelling. Nickname is Cookie. Um, Also curious to see who was before him. Natalia. Somebody named Natalia before Andrew Schelling. Okay, I think I'm just wasting too much time, because the point of this radio show is just to play tracks from all my all-time favorite songs. So also, I'm also undecisive of what should be the first track of this radio session. I was thinking playing maybe the White Stripes first, because I was thinking, I want for last, and I was like seriously thinking of MIA. But also thinking the Strokes. I don't know, but yeah, I'm like, let me think. Okay, yeah, I'm going to play the Strokes first from my. Okay, so it is 3:21. I'm going to start 10 minutes earlier because, yeah, I have to take advantage of these extra minutes. I just wasted too much time just speaking. But yeah, this is John Stein-Siena speaking live from KLMU Online Radio, Westchester, Los Angeles, California. Today's episode is one track from each of my all-time favorite albums, part 2. And yep. Hope you enjoy the music as I always do, because it is about to start in very few seconds. And yeah, I think this long round of songs is going to be more like pop rock music. So yeah, let's see what happens. Thank you for joining. Please enjoy the music. So here we go. Thank you to every single track that was played, everyone who participated in the making of of the last 30 minutes of pure non-stop music. We first started at 3:21 p.m. Los Angeles time with "Is This It" by The Strokes. That is the title track from that Strokes debut album. "Is This It?" Obviously, that's the name of the album. After that, we listened "Kissability" by Sonic Youth, and the album is Daydream Nation. After that, you listen "Hypnotized" by the White Stripes from the album Elephant. Then you listen probably the longest song title I ever read in my life. You probably couldn't see. Wait, it's a very long title. Okay, here's the title. You probably couldn't see for the lies, but you were staring at me. That's the official name of that song. Imagine if you're like, I don't know, a big fan of Arctic Monkeys, and you're requesting the radio station to play that song, like, "Oh, I'm calling to this radio station because I want them to play a song." "Oh yeah, lady, tell me the name of that song." "Oh yeah, it is by the Arctic Monkeys, and the name of the song is You Probably Couldn't See for the Lights, but you were staring straight at me." Okay, Thank you for asking that very long song title. But yeah, that's the actual name of the song. You probably couldn't see for the lights, but you were staring straight at me. That is by the Arctic Monkeys, and that is from the album Whatever People Say That What I Am, That's What I'm Not. It's also like a very long time. Like, probably that's one of the reasons I don't like the Arctic Monkeys so much as I would like to, especially the first album. Well, okay, that was that song from the Arctic Monkeys debut album. After that, you listen "Tell Her Tonight" by Franz Ferdinand. That is from the debut album Franz Ferdinand. Yep, it's a self-titled also debut album. I watched Franz Ferdinand at the Wiltern in here in LA like 2 months ago. It was very wonderful. It was like very exciting to watch them. After that, you listen "Bank Holiday" by Blur from the album Park Life, very fun album to listen to. After that, you listen Dixie's Dinner by Oasis from the album Definitely Maybe, the debut album by Oasis. After that, you listen Be the One by the Think Things from their debut album We Started Nothing. After that, you listen Spanish Bombs from The Clash, Masterpiece albums, which is London Calling. After that, you listen Liar from Sex Pistols, only album, you know, only album when they were officially an active band, their 1 year long band. Never mind the, I don't know if the B word it is an insult, so I will skip it. Never mind that word. Here's the Sex Pistols. I assume Sex Pistols is prohibited to pronounce. Okay, next song it was Rat Salad by Black Sabbath from their album Paranoid. Very amazing album, beautiful album. And finally, you listen Black Mountain Side from Led Zeppelin and their debut album Led Zeppelin. So yeah, I at first the first three songs were from North American bands, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to play Arctic Monkeys. I never play Arctic Monkeys in my radio show, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep playing the British albums that I have. I only have one British American, but well, it is half British, half American, which is Fleetwood Mac. Sorry, today I'm just mispronouncing a lot of things, but whatever. But I think I will just keep it because I'm running out of time. Well, so this is John Stein-Siena speaking live from KLMU Online Radio. I already took more than 5 minutes of speaking, so let's give another 30 minutes of pure fun music non-stop. So the next song is a very cool song, but only the instrumental version because the lyrics are too explicit. So here we go. Thank you for listening. Thank you. You just listen about 30 minutes, a little less than 30 minutes of non-stop music from my all-time favorite albums. In this round, last round that you listen to music, you first listen an instrumental version of I've Seen Footage from by Dead Grips from the album Demonic Store. After that, you listen Ready Made by Beck from the album Odelay. After that, you listen Hounds of Love by Kate Bush, and it is from that same title album. Hounds of Love, that is the name of the album. After that, you listen Mansard Roof from Vampire Weekend, and that is from their debut and self-titled album Vampire Weekend. After that, you listen Leather by Tori Amos from the album Little Earthquakes. After that, you listen Tango Till They Soar by Tom Waits from the album Rain Dogs. After that, you listen Cover Me by Björk from her album Post. And finally, you listen number one hit song by Minutemen from the album Double Nickels on the Dime. Very wonderful collection of albums that I refer in these last two radio stations today and 1 week ago. But yeah, very cool. It's just pretty much my farewell tour, This is my second to last radio episode ever. So I have been enjoying of just, remembering the music that I like the most. Music that I found one way or another. I don't know why today I'm struggling so much to pronounce things. So I apologize into that. Also in other radio episodes, but I feel like today it just happened a little more. Maybe I don't know why, but what else? It's supposed to be a 5 minute radio air break for me, but so far it's like 2 3 minutes. I don't know what else I have to say. Pretty much, I think I have to say publicly thank you to KLMU on the radio for letting me host a radio show every week for during this academic year, fall 2024 and spring 2025. Also, thank you to KXLU because they are also a very cool radio station. You could call it like the mother station from this. Uh, Very cool. I just like how cool these radio stations are. KLMU, I like to listen once in a while just to see what other friends are playing. And also KXLU because it's just like very cool how special and different it is from any other radio station I have listened in my entire life. So yeah, in the radio show, this radio show is about to end in less than 37 minutes. So I think I should, just stop talking and continue playing my music. I have like, I don't know, like 10 to 12 songs left. So I have to be very wise of what I'm going to be playing in these last minutes, the last 36 minutes. So, yep, this is John Stein-Siena speaking live from KLMV Online Radio. Thank you for listening to this beautiful, humble radio station, KLMU Online Radio. So here we go. I'm going to get something very, very likable for me. One of my all-time favorite artists, MIA, and her song Boys from her second album ever, titled Kala. So here we go. This is it. This is the end of today's episode from the world's classiest radio show featuring John Stein-Siena. Today's episode was the second part of one track from each of my all-time favorite albums. This last round was almost 30 minutes long, a little bit more, a little bit less. I think it was a little less than 30 minutes. Those songs that I play in this last long round was Boys by my very favorite rapper MIA from her album Kala. After that, you listen Devaser by Pixies from their album Doolittle. And then you listen Heaven is a Truck by Pavement from the album Crooked Rain, Crooked Rain. After that, you listen Surf Wax America by Weezer from their debut album Weezer, which is better known as the Blue Album. After that, you listen Pieces of What by MGMT from their album Oracular Spectacular. And then you listen Porcelain by Red Hot Chili Peppers from their album Californication. After that, you listen The Gentleman's Soldier by The Pogues from their album Rum Lash and Sodom. I don't know if I'm allowed to pronounce that word. Well, it's a type of crime, if I remember. It's a type of adult content action. After that, you listen Little Umbrellas by Frank Zappa from his album Hot Rats. I'm very happy because all these radio episodes that I had and I never played Frank Zappa, so I feel like a little bit disappointed that I never play more of his music, which I think he's one of the greatest musicians of all time. Well, anyways, after Frank Zappa's song, I play Fire by the Jimi Hendrix Experience from the album Are You Experienced? And finally, I ended today's episode with one of my all-time favorite bands, which is LCD Sound System. That song from LCD Sound System that I chose for today was Watch the Tapes from their wonderful, beautiful, magical album titled Sound of Silver. So, yep. A lot of music was being played today and last week. So, pretty much next week, next Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m., it's going to be my last radio episode ever. Unless I get like another year to be in this radio station. Hopefully, whatever happens, happens the best way possible. Well, the point is that pretty much we're reaching the end game, as some very popular movie will say. So yeah, it has been very fun to listen to all this music. Just remembering, for me, it has been like basically a time journey of all the music that I have listened all these years, especially since I was 14, 15, when I was getting more serious about exploring music. Before that, I still discover music, but more like listening what was, what was people listening, and then as well, I was getting a little bit more mature. At the age of 14, 15, I was like, oh, I want to explore more music, and pretty much now this is kind of everything that I have found in more than a decade of me finding music of any kind, any year, and preferably in English language. But yeah, I'm speaking too much. I think I spoke like for 5 minutes or almost 5 minutes. And yes, this was John Stein-Siena speaking live from KLMU Online Radio. This is my second to last episode ever, so very much you are very welcome to join the next episode, which is going to be the goodbye. And I already have the idea what it's going to be about. It's going to be pretty much obvious when I start playing it. It's like, oh yeah, it's what I expected. If you have paid attention to my episodes from my first episode, you will pretty much guess what it's going to be about. So yeah, key term is first episode ever of John Stein-Siena. So yeah, this is good time for me to leave. So bye bye. Thank you so much for listening. Enjoy the next radio station, next radio DJ. So here we go. Bye bye.